Hey everyone, it's Sam here. Thank you for watching. So today I'm going to show you how to build and create the guinea pig puppet, and this is on the A2 card size. But how I build the puppet will work on the 5x7 and also the 6x6 set, which is the older original set, which I know many of you have. I'm using the new papers here, and the nice thing about the guinea pig is he can also look like many other rodents as well. You could even add a little tail onto the back of him as well if you wanted to. Very fun to make. If you've not seen these ones, you just pull the tab and then you'll have this movement. I've got the little broccoli and the strawberry there on him, some accent glaze, and then I've heat embossed the sentiment on the tummy there. And this is a top fold A2 card. This will also go onto an A6 size card as well, or any other smaller size. You could even pop it on a 5x5 card if you wanted to. So let me show you how to make it. So I'm going to be using this one with the A2 mechanism set. So you can see here the A2. I've got my 5x7 on the same magnetic sheet there, but it will be this set here. So you get 3 dies. So I've already gone ahead and cut everything, and I've used the new paper pad here as well, which is the Puppet Pets. But it's a lovely paper pad, just a nice 5x7 paper pack if you like making those size cards. And you can just see how lovely these backgrounds are. Really bright, colourful, great for so many different occasions, and they work with so many of my past collections as well. So I've chosen this one here. So just laid that over the top on the pattern paper, cut it out, and then I've also cut it again on white cards. This is a 300 GSM. The paper's just not strong enough to hold the mechanism movement, so it's best just sticking it onto a stronger piece of card. So we've got that already, and then that is going to go on a top fold A2 size card here. So this is cut, this is a piece of 11 by 4¼ and I've scored at 5.5 along the 11-inch side. So we've got that ready, and then this one here's your pull tab. You want to cut 2 of those. Again, that's a 300 GSM cardstock. I've stuck them together so it's a really nice strong pull mechanism. And then I've also cut the arrow, and I've done the arrow in gold. So I'm going to stick that down first because I always end up misplacing the arrow. So I'm just going to pop a little glue there. I've been using my little pickup tool for all of these puppets, for all the little bits and pieces. It's really handy. So just get that in the middle there, like so. And then I've got 8 brads here. These are the 5mm brads. They don't have to match. These will all be concealed underneath the body. So then onto the guinea pig, which is the main part, because lots of you will already have had my old puppets, the Christmas puppets, so you'll know how to put all that together. But these videos are really more to focus on how to put together the actual animals. So you've got, what I like to do is lay them out on my magnetic sheet, kind of how they are. So I've got all the head pieces and the face, then I've got the hands and the arms, the body, and then the legs. And then these are the little like extra props icons that you get in the set there. So I've cut the main body in white. Then I've cut the circle piece here in this tan colour. And I've also stamped the sentiment there, have a great week. And then I've cut this piece here, and you'll see some of the dies are stencils. So this one here, you have that fur stencil detail, so just leave it in the die, use a darker ink or whatever inks you're using, and just dab that on. I always find using little sponges better for this kind of application, and then you'll just get that little detail there. Same goes for like the lettuce and the leaves here, the broccoli, the strawberry, they've all got those stencil details. So that is going to go on here. Now, because I've stamped the sentiment on this one, I will end up trimming a little bit of the top of this off. How that would normally sit is there, but can you see it just kind of covers? I guess actually, if I just moved that in the middle there, oh, I think I could get away with it. Maybe we'll just do that instead. So that's how they're going to layer up. Now, because this is stuck on the top, it's over the brads. No mechanism is on this piece, it's all underneath. You could lift all this up on foam if you wanted to, but obviously that's going to create more dimension, and then you'll want to pop it in a box envelope. I need to now do an A2 box envelope on my other channel, Mixed Up Craft, which is where all my envelope tutorials are, but I know I haven't got A2, so I will get onto that. Then you want to cut the head. So that's this one here, and use your image here. This has every die cut piece that's in the set. It's all there laid out. So you can see we've got the head, so that's going to go here. And then you want to cut this die here, and you can see the outline. Don't want to get any glare on this, but it's this piece here just behind. So that one's going to go there. You see you've got your mouth here, so I've just cut that in black, which is here. Again, you'll see how useful this tool is. I can just pick up and then just easily place back down again. And then this die here cuts the eyes, the nose, the pupils, the cheeks, and the tooth. So you have to run it through. Well, I ran it through in pink, So I had the pink for the nose there. Then I passed it through in a darker pink. So I had my little rosy cheeks here. And then I passed it all through again in black. So I've got the pupils there. And then I ran it all through again in white. So I had the eyes and the teeth. Now you can just run it through in white and colour this all in. You don't have to die cut it in all the different colours. That's a bit quicker. You don't have to pass it through once and just colour the pieces how you want them. The nose here has that little arch, and that will sit just over the top there of the mouth. And then the tooth, you want to just pop that underneath. I'm going to stick this all down in a moment, but it will be like something like that. Move it a little bit. Then each of your eyes is going to go in here, and then we've got pupils there, and then I'm going to use my gel pen just to add little white dots, or more like a reflection. That looks really good as well. We've got the rosy cheeks, like so. Teeth need to come down because that looks a bit odd at the moment, but once we place it properly. Then you've got these two here, so you want to cut them. I've done them in white, and they're going to be for the ears. And then you've got the smaller ones, which are for the pinks of the ears. And you want to position it so they're more towards the bottom, so you've got more white at the top, like so. And they're going to go behind the head in a moment. And then you've got your arms, so you've got one there, and then the legs. So I've cut them in pink. I've just added a little darker ink to the bottoms there, and then you've got the cute little hands, and they will go behind. It would be that way there, won't it? That one and that one. Okay. And then you'll see here I've got the little strawberry and the broccoli. So I cut the strawberry in green, and then I cut it in red. But with the red one, I cut off the top and then just stuck it over the green one. So you'll see on the back, it's all green. Okay. And then I just used my gel pen just to add in that detail. But you could use a blending brush if you wanted to just do like a dark red over the top. And then the same with the broccoli. So I cut it in a light green first and then a dark green. But on the dark green, I snipped off all of the bottom, stuck it over the top, and then I just used some of my accent glaze on that one. I thought it would be fun having him hold one of those each. Okay, so hopefully that's explained all of the pieces. So first of all, I'm going to add a little glue behind here, and just going to position one of the hands just behind. You can stick them on the front if you want, but just right behind there, you can see. Okay, so we've got that one. And also you might just want to have one hand waving. So you could, when we go to put it all together, but you could stick this one actually directly behind the body, so it's not going to move at all. There we go. And then again with the ears, just going to add a little glue just on the bottom part of the white. You don't need a lot of glue for any of these pieces. And then just place those down towards the bottom, like so. And I'm just going to take all of the face off there, and then it looks quite funny with the eyes like that. And then yeah, if I do a little glue on the bottom of the ears. Again, you've got your picture there for a reference, but you could have them closer together, higher up. You could have them further around to the side. That's just a guide. But things like this look really good, changed up slightly. And, you know, depending on where you add or position the eyes, can really change the character as well. I'm now going to stick the body down just to get those pieces in place. So just more towards the top, so you get that white frame kind of coming down the sides there. And then this one, I think I'm going to add a little bit of foam behind it. So I just want to position it so that that's in the middle there. There we go. And then the head is going to attach just on the top here, just a little bit of glue. So now I'm going to take this piece here. Again, use this as your reference and pop him about there. So with the nose, if you take that one and the teeth or tooth, you could put a little line in the middle of that if you wanted to. You want to add a tiny bit of glue. I'll hold this up so it'll be easier once I've stuck it, that you'll know what bit I've done. In fact, I've also been using my tweezers a lot for this, because I said you've got some very small pieces. So you can see there what I've done is I just stuck the tooth just behind the nose there. So now take the mouth and just add a little glue. And this curve, the bottom of the mouth, you'll see there's a slight dip here. You want that to sit just slightly above that dip. And then I'm just going to add, oh, way too much glue. Let's just take some of that off. There we go. And now this one is going to sit just above, like so. There you go. Cute. And now you can see where the eyes go. They sit in these little areas here. So I get the cheeks added there as well. What you can also do when you get to really small pieces, you might have a metal tip on the end of your glue. But another thing you can do is just take your tweezers and use that as your applicator. Just dab it into your glue there on your mat and then apply it, and it'll give you just a tiny, tiny piece. And again, where you position the pupil will really change the character. So I'm bringing mine so it's like if I put it right in the middle, it looks quite startled. So there's a white all the way around. But if you bring it down, so he's almost touching, you know, the edge there, it gives a different look again. You could have one kind of higher up there, so he's looking a bit dizzy. And then I've got this gel pen here. I've had it for ages. And this is the Jelly Roll 10 by Sakura. Just a couple of little, there we go. Okay, so we've got him all ready now to attach to the card. So you want to take this piece first, and we're going to attach all of the limbs. So you're going to focus on the outer circle on all the limbs and attach it. So the arms will be on the top and then the legs on the bottom. So I'm going to take one of my brads, pop it through there, and if you just open up the back there, and then I like to use a piercing tool, and if you open up the brad over the piercing tool, so you're not lying the brad, the split pin, completely flat. Can you see it's slightly raised up there? You want this to be able to move really freely. If that's too tight, it will still work, but it will probably, you might hear it scratch, or the brad's kind of rubbing against the card, whereas that is just going to move really nicely. So I'm just going to repeat that with the others. So you should have something strange looking like this. So now we can take this one, and you're going to now fix each of the limbs to the piece of card here. So you're going to pop a brad through the arm here, like so. And then again, just open up that brad and then just fold it over your split pin. And you can do a test already. Oh, so we can see that moves really nicely. And that's the good thing about this. If, I don't know, you put the brad in the wrong hole or something, just undo it, and, you know, you can't make a mistake really with this one, which is nice. And then again through that one, and just repeat that on all of the limbs. So now, that looks really freaky. So that's how it will be in the card, so everything all fits within that size. Now I've just realised, and I always forget to do this, this one needs to slide. You need to pop this through here. So I'm just going to curve it around. It's not going to affect it at all. So if you do that, just, yeah. So you'll see how that all sits nicely. But that's very freaky. Okay, then to stick the body on, you want to make sure you have this push down, you have it in this position. And then you want to use some foam pads. So I've got these here, they're by Creative Craft Products, and I'm just going to cut myself some strips here. You want to double this up, and that's going to be too much, so let's just, and these are going to go in these sides here, like so. And I'm just going to stick another layer on top. So you need this to be higher than the brads. And then you also want to do the same above that slot. I'm just going to cut this one in half. So you're just going to stick it here because the head will attach to that. And now the fun part. So again, keep it in that position. You want the bottom here to cover the bottom there. And now we have our fun, have a great week. Cute little guinea pig there. So to stick him onto the card, he's so cool. You'll need to add some foam. So you can go down through the middle there. I'm going to go down this side and also down this side here. And just focus on your border like so. That's how it'll be in the envelope, and then that's how it can be displayed. I think it's so cute. Okay, and then I've got the broccoli and the strawberry. I'm just going to pop a little glue there. So I want to see his hand. So it doesn't matter if it's overhanging the card when he's like that, as long as it's all within the card, you know, when you go to close it. Oh, I think that's just adorable. And then I'm just going to finish it off with some of my glaze. I'm just going to add a little onto his eyes there. That will dry completely clear. It's a bit cloudy at the moment. I might do some on the cheeks there as well. There we go. So there's the finished card. You can see the glaze there on the broccoli, and it's all dried on the face, and the little strawberry there looks very cute. And again, you can see how that all works. And like I said, just like that, to pop in the envelope, and then it can be displayed open like so. So thank you as always for watching today. I'll have all of the product that I've used linked in the description box below. There'll be a playlist up here, and that will have all of the puppets eventually. So if they're not all in there yet, they will be coming over the next 6 days. There will also be some other ones popping up here. I'll link in the older ones as well using the 6x6 set, because you might want to look at those as well for a bit more inspiration. If you've enjoyed today, please give the video a thumbs up. It really does help out the channel, and I'll be back again very soon. Take care. Bye.